once again, just to hear the word of the Lord. Hear ye the word of the Lord and live, because the word of the Lord is life, and it's a healing, and can bring you that breakthrough. God speaks, and He knows what He talks about, and then when we carry the word by keeping and then running with it, results come. How often have you prayed and you are almost about to give up, or whatever you have put before the Lord? There surely is an answer. The timing, you leave it with the Lord. I want us to look at two scriptures. In the book of 1 Kings chapter 18, it talks about Elijah sending his servant in verse 43. He said, "Go up now, look toward the sea." And he went and looked and said, "There is nothing." Elijah said, "Go again 7 times. Pray again." Even if 7 times, one time can be 1 year, or it can be 1 month, or it can be 1 day. But whatever it is, he says, "Go 7 times." And at the 7th time, the servant said, "A cloud as small as a man's hand is arising out of the sea." And Elijah said, "Go up and say to Ahab, hitch your chariot and go down, lest the rain stop you." That was the answer that came. And so, if you go once, or if you ask once and you give up, or thrice and you give up, you haven't made it. You need to go the full haul. That is what God expects His children to do. That was Elijah, the prophet. Let's look at the life of Elisha as well. Elisha told the king, "Strike the ground." And the king struck it 3 times and stopped. The man of God was angry with him and said, "You should have struck the ground 5 or 6 times, then you would have defeated Aram completely and destroyed his city or his nation or whatever it is." The enemy won't give up unless you strike. You keep consistently with your prayer, with your Bible study, with your desire. As you press on, things will begin to show up. Not until you press on, it will not give way. God has prepared the things that you need to give to you, but you only need to be consistent. You need to be intentional that this is what I want. And He says, "The fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much." That fervency means you don't stop till something happens. You don't give up. You don't postpone whatever you want to do. Whatever the Lord is asking you to do, by way of His word that comes to you, hold on to that word and continue to press on. Because without pressing on, you will lose out. You will be half-baked, and things done perhaps are never done right. You need to go the full haul. What have you been pursuing? Is it a better life? Is it a breakthrough? Is it a healing? That healing or that sickness didn't come just overnight. And so as normal things which must go, it's a process. So you need to go from one stage to the other. A child who is about to walk, when he falls, he doesn't stay there. If he's crawling, the crawling stage is there. And then as he begins to take a step one at a time, there's that consistency. Before you realize, he begins to run. That is how you need to do whatever you're doing. Consistency is the key. It will open that door. Then people will know that you are determined. God bless you, beloved, and see you again.